So hey, what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to some more F1 2018 career mode. So here we are then for round number 8, we're heading to the French Grand Prix. The new track on the game, obviously the Paul Ricard circuit, and an absolutely fantastic racetrack and one that I haven't done a longer distance race at, so I'm really excited to get involved with some pit stops, stuff like that. But as you can see on the screen now, what we've got in front of us is the current championship standings. We're currently in 7th place. We've had a fantastic start to the season. It's me and Kevin Magnussen battling it out for the best of the rest outside of the top 6. As you can see, Sebastian Vettel's absolutely dominating this career mode, so we're going to have to see if we can anyone can put a stop to him. Lewis Hamilton's been struggling. He's been mainly being outraced by his teammate Bottas, but he is only 8 points ahead of him in the championship. We're 7th and our teammate Fernando Alonso is 11th. So I need to say as well that if you notice a slight drop in quality in the video quality today, I am very sorry for that. That is because my main computer is playing up, so I'm having to use a different one to record, so I'll have to lower the capture card settings, so that's a pain in the ass. I'm looking to get a new computer to fix it, but for now we're just going to stick with this. It should only be for a few episodes, but for now let's get into this very exciting episode. Right then, so let's head into the R&D screen and see if we've got any new parts in the car. I don't think we do, but we've got some in development. So yeah, this new engine power part, major upgrade, will be coming in the next week, so hopefully that. I think this might be new actually. So that might have just gone on the car, which is good because it's a massive weight reduction, which is good for us. So you can see we're clearly 4th in the R&D tree there for the chassis. So I'm thinking about maybe putting some onto the rear floor under tray to help with weight distribution, but then I do also want to help with the aero and stuff like that, so maybe a bit more rear downforce will do. But front nose turning vanes could help, and then there's rear downforce and then more rear downforce and drag, which is what we need to reduce drag. So do we go down this route, keep improving the front downforce, or do I save my points for the engine, which is where we are the worst at the minute? But no, I'm going to keep going on maybe on the chassis. No, the chassis is good enough for now. Oh, I can't decide where to put my points. I'm going to put it here in that. So we'll upgrade that. It's only going to take a week, so we should get some more upgrades next week. But there we go. In terms of R&D progress, you can see there the 2 parts on the way. I'll be coming in the next round if no problems at all. So let's get into this first practice session then. So the engineers just confirmed that we do have new parts on the car, so that is good for us. But it is a wet session, so I wonder if it's going to be wet in qualifying and the race. So qualifying is going to be dry, the race is going to be dry. So it's literally a pointless practice session, other than to get ourselves some points for the resource points.
Before qualifying, let's get our track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
So what we're going to do, we're just going to get in and do some of these programs. So let's get into the track acclimatization. Do you guys still want to see the practice programs in the game in these career mode videos now, or shall I just leave them out and get straight into qualifying for the videos? Just let me know down in the comments. That'll be very handy. But for now, let's get into the first program. So coming across the line then to finish this first lap, and you can see we haven't got enough points yet to get past the program, and it's mainly because we're going through some of the gates a bit too slow rather than missing them, which is really annoying. But let's see if we can get it on this second time round. Come around the final corner, then we've completely missed the final one, but we should have enough points. And these conditions are so difficult, it makes this track so difficult to drive. So I'm just going to take those points. I'm going to get into qualifying because we're just wasting our time here in practice. No dry running at all. So let's get into qualifying, where hopefully we'll be able to get a decent result. So let's get into it. So here we are then. We're out on track for our first dry run-in of the episode and the weekend. So let's get out here, set in a banker lap, see how it compares to everyone else. Now, I haven't done many competitive dry laps around here at all, if any, so we'll have to see how we get on. We're going to have to do as many runs, as many laps as possible, because we missed out on running in the practice session. So it might be worth trying to follow someone around if we struggle, but let's see what we can do then on this first flying lap. Come around the final corner then to end lap number 1. Now I have struggled around here, I will admit, towards the end of the lap. obviously lack of experience. They're about 4 seconds off of Verstappen's time, so we're really going to have to push. So coming across the line then on this second lap, so much better lap time. There we go, up into 7th, just behind Gasly. So that's cool. That's going to do it for that run. So let's get ourselves back in the garage, refuel, retire, and we'll see if we can improve on that. I'm soon learning that the last sector is very difficult. You have to be so patient around the long left-handers. It's such a... I think it's all about the lines, really. It's such a wide track that, you know, it is all about the lines you take. It's taking the wide entries and knowing which corners to take wide and tight entries. So it's a learning process. It's a brand new track to everyone. So I wish everyone luck trying to learn the track. But let's take a look. Where are we losing time? Because we were going purple a bit. So
lap is a 1 minute 34.0.
We're purple in the first sector. We have the fastest first sector, so that's good. A 28.6 in the middle, which is really slow, and then a 40.2 in the final, which is really slow. So overall we are 2.7 seconds off, so we need to get it to about 2 seconds maybe, but you know, we'll see what we can do on this second run then. Let's get into it. So we're coming across the line to start our first flying lap. So currently in P14, so wish me luck. Coming across the line then, we made a little bit of a mistake on that lap time, so we didn't actually gain any time. So let's go again. Coming around the final corner then, a very tight, hard final corner. Coming across the line, what's we going to improve to? All the way up to 8th place. I will take that. So that's going to wrap it up, unfortunately, for qualifying.
Welcome to Le Castellet as we return from across the Atlantic for the 2018 French Grand Prix. The last time Formula One cars raced at the Circuit Paul Ricard, Alain Prost took Ferrari's 100th Grand Prix victory and the 42nd of his own illustrious career. Almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, and Raikkonen, Hülkenberg, Alonso, Perez, and the Professor, Grosjean, Ocon, Carlos Sainz, and Gasly, Sirotkin, Leclerc, Marcus Ericsson, and Lance Stroll. Hartley and Kevin Magnussen rounds off the grid.
So the lights are about to go out, so let's see if we can get a good launch of the lights. Go out quicker than I anticipated, and we bogged down with a lot of wheel spin as Grosjean with that Ferrari engine powered Haas car has had a fantastic start, and I'm locking up into turn 1. Everyone being very cautious through the first corners. We make a bit of contact with the Force India there. Come on. We've just dropped out of the points. Oh, and Hülkenberg's running deep there. That's going to give us an opportunity. And this is a bit hectic here at the start of this French Grand Prix. But we found ourselves into 10th place, into a point scoring position as we get a massive kick of oversteer there. That's going to compromise our run onto this straight. And Nico Hülkenberg is going to be all over the back of us here. We're going to go down the inside. Well, stick to the middle, I think, just to try fend him off. And he's coming... He's trying to go around the outside, which isn't really going to work, I must say, as we drop it down into one too many gears, but it's okay. And we're going to keep Hülkenberg at bay, and Perez is starting to escape from us. So let's just tuck him. Now the race has calmed down. Try catch our breath a bit as Hülkenberg coming up the inside. And what is going on here? There's yellow flags somewhere. There's a car on the inside. Is that a Ferrari? I think it might be a Ferrari, but we've gained a position there as we came under attack from Nico Hülkenberg, which is not what you want at the start of this Grand Prix. I want to try and keep it nice and clean, save some fuel. Well, not save some fuel, but save some ERS up. I don't want to be using it all up at the start of this Grand Prix, but you can see, trying to keep it with Perez as he gets a little bit deep. So now I'm with the AI. I can see the lines they take and see if I can get a little bit quicker over the course of this race. So that is the first lap done. I'm going to stick it into overtake mode, see if we can get a bit closer to Perez, and just see where we're going to come out at the end of this race. As I always do that into turn 1, I kept doing it into qualifying, braking too late, and we were all over the place, and that's going to gift Hülkenberg a position there. So we got all that work to do again.
You can win that place back.
Our engineer's saying we can win the place back. I know we can. So we use an overtake mode, but Hulkenberg is just escaping from us down this straight. Unless we can brake late into this hairpin, well, chicane, not hairpin, and getting all sorts of oversteer there. We're struggling for rear downforce on this McLaren car, so that's probably going to be a focus for development. So I'm going to stick it back down into medium, and this corner here is where a lot of overtaking is going to happen. You can see there's a pack of cars just ahead of us, and it is our teammate leading that pack of cars. So through here I tried to take a tight line. It seems to work better for me, but the AI take out wider line, and I think it's quicker. I can't get it right though, because I always end up running wide, so I'm going to take a safer route around some of these corners. But again, this is another killer for me. It's the last sector where I lose a lot of time, but we're right on the back of Nico Hulkenberg. We've got it in overtake mode. Trying to find a way past. We've got it in overtake mode. DRS is available now on this lap, which is going to help us out. And we should be able to get some overtakes done, as I remember to brake on time for turn number 1 this time round. We're all over the back of a Nico Hulkenberg in the similarly powered Renault car to us. We are all over the back of Nico Hulkenberg now as we're trying to come onto the straight. Be patient round here, then let go of the throttle, release, and then we're off. But Hulkenberg just seems to get a much better launch out of there, and now we've got Ocon to deal with. He's in the Mercedes powered Force India. He's going to come flying up our inside here if we're not careful. He's on the inside. He's surely going to come up in front of us, but I'm going to try it around the outside as Daniel Ricciardo is out wide, and that's actually saved us. Ocon had to tuck back in behind us then, as we were going side by side through there. So I wonder what happened then to the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo, but it's gifting us a few more positions here, and we are struggling here actually at France. It's a very high speed circuit, and I've run out of ERS. I've been using it too much, and Hulkenberg is escaping our grass, so I'm going to have to reduce the ERS deployment at the end of the lap to try and save up some of the battery, as I'm now running a bit wide. Bring it back in, and Ocon is up the inside. He's trying to get there. He's not going to be able to do it there. But I've slowed the pace right down as I am saving the battery. We've got no deployment at all, as we are trying to save it up. As I said, come around the final corner, then I'm going to have to stick it into medium or summit down these straights. But I am going to start saving up the battery. Right, when are we going to have to pit?
Give us the best in lap you can.
So we're coming in on this lap, and Ocon's just breezed past us as I came up the inside there. Wow, I was expecting that. I'm going to have to let him back through. Go back through, Ocon. So I've let him through. I just wasn't paying attention, expecting the corner to come up, but let's see if we can stick with him. We lost a bit of time because of that, but we're still in the points just about. So they want a good in lap, so I'm going to stick it back into overtake mode, and through here I just can't get any sort of traction. So we don't have any tyres. We did do more laps than we wanted to on these qualifying tyres, which is probably explain it, as we're going to try and come up the inside of Ocon, and he's outbraked himself there. I don't know what he's done there, but he's made a bit of a collision, and he's completely cocked that up for himself. But now I've got Carlos Sainz behind us. He's going to be looking to get through on us. Is he going to go up the inside here? No, he's not. He's just, you can tell he's got a Renault engine. He just doesn't have the legs on us. Any odds I say that? Jesus Christ, Sainz up the inside there. No prisoners from Sainz there. I've locked up here. That is so annoying. Ocon's out of the race, and I've lost so much time through there because of that. Now, where is the pit entry? I've never been into the pits here. Where is the pit? Okay, I think I've missed the pit. Oh no, I haven't missed the pit. There's the pit entry. Come on. Get me in the pits. Where is this pit lane? Wow, I had no idea where I was going. Then we lost so much time trying to find the pit lane. But we found it in the end. I thought it was going to be a weird entry. But we're going to be coming with some fresh tyres now. These tyres, get them off. They were on about 40% wear. But we're out, and I think the Force India and the Renault there have lost a bit of time in the pit, so we might be able to catch up. So I'm going to stick it into Rich for now. I'm going to see if we can make up a bit of time on this outlap. Now we're on some fresh super soft tyres, and Hulkenberg's right there, so let's see if we can catch up a little bit to him. I'm not really going to play around with the ERS modes because I don't have a lot of battery, although I'll put it into high down here. See if we can give us a bit more of a boost on the straight, but let's see what we can do over the next few laps. See if we can catch up. We're currently in 18th place, but everyone else is in the pits now, so let's see what we're able to do. So picking up the DRS now. Can we get past Sergio Perez? Hulkenberg goes to the inside. I'm going to see if I can follow him through. We're going to come from a bit far back, but we're coming up the inside nonetheless. There we go. Job done. Flying up the inside of Perez there, following Hulkenberg through. A bit aggressive, but we get away with it. No warning or anything like that. So he did back out of it. Luckily, he was very compliant with the fact that we were coming through no matter what. And now we run out of fuel. So struggling to manage everything. A very high-speed circuit round here. Gonna have to do deployment down as we come through the corners. In this final sector, run it in low. Currently in 13th place. I'd like to be a bit higher. So we've overtaken a few people in the pits, but we are in 11th place, crucially. A non-scoring points position. So if we want to get any sort of points here, we need to push on to the guys ahead. Although it looks like there might be a Williams or a Sauber just up the road, so he should be pitting in the next few laps because he's holding Fernando up there. So he should be going to the pits, which will gift us a position. Or it might be one of the Haas cars. Maybe he's struggling or something like that. I don't know what's going on. But I think we're just outside the DRS zone. No, we're not. We are just inside the DRS zone. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to keep the deployment in medium, like I said. Just see if we can catch up over the course of the next few laps. But we are actually gaining with the DRS, of course. And on the brakes, look at that. Very good on the brakes. Come through that chicane. Oh, struggling putting the power down. Traction is somewhere we need to improve in terms of car development. But we are actually gaining with the slipstream on Nico Hulkenberg, which is what we need round here. Trying to keep it with him. If we can nick a place off Nico Hulkenberg, that will give us at least a point. As again, I'm messing this corner up. It's coming across the line then. We picked up the DRS once more. And we're going to have to keep charging up this battery if we want to get past Nico Hulkenberg. Luckily, Perez is a while behind. Look at us gaining on Nico Hulkenberg. We're taking the wrong lines at the minute, but it's okay. Get that deployment up. Put it into overtake mode. We're going to pick up the DRS this time. I'm getting the job done on Nico Hulkenberg this time. He must be saving his tyres or something. How are our tyres looking? They're looking okay, but we're going to go to the inside. He goes defensive, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough for him. And now trying to catch up to the Haas of Grosjean, who's just up the road, and Alonso has now overtaken him, which is encouraging for us. So we got Hulkenberg behind us. Crucially now, he's going to be having the DRS, and he's going to be coming at us now as he's trying to go around the outside. I'm not going to give him a lot of room, and he ends up running out massively wide there, as we run out a bit wide there. But I don't know where he's gone there. So 2.1 seconds is the gap to Fernando just up the road. So I'm going to save up a bit of the ERS over the next few laps and then see if we can go for one more push and get ahead of Fernando Alonso. So the Toro Rosso's in the pits there. We've overtaken him at the start of this lap, and the gap seems to have grown to Fernando. He just seems to have a few extra tenths on us over a lap, which just means we just drop away a little bit each lap unless he gets into a little bit of a battle. So now we're struggling through this first sector. I can feel the tyres starting to go. But the gap's now 2.5 seconds. Yeah, it's grown by almost half a second over the course of that lap. So coming to end, lap number 10. We've got Kimi Raikkonen right behind us. So the engineer keeps talking whenever I try to talk in this race, and it's really starting to piss me off. I'm going to turn him off in a minute, I think. But right now we need to get our head down because Kimi Raikkonen is on the way. Our tyres are starting to go. And we've got 2 Renaults behind Kimi as well, trying to get a few points off of us. So this 7th place, although it's good for now, it isn't going to be safe. And I guarantee the Ferrari is going to come through on us as soon as he can get past. And I anticipate that's going to be really quick because he's going to be rapid down this straight. He's going to have it in overtake mode. He's going to have it with the DRS. Rich mix, there he goes. We're just a sitting duck on the straight and there's nothing we can do about it. There was had to brake a little bit earlier as we clipped the back of him just. He was slowing down and we're getting a massive tank slapper out of there, which has cost us a good run. And now we've got the 2 Renaults right behind us. And if I'm not careful here, I could go from 8th all the way to 10th place. So I'm charging up this battery. We're going to be in a dogfight no matter what. So I'm putting the ERS for the end of the lap right down, because this is a very slow sector where it doesn't matter about straight line speed. But Brendan Hartley out of the race. Is that going to bring out a safety car or anything like that? I don't think it will. It would have happened by now if it was. But let's see then if we can hold on to this 8th place. Let's come around the final corner, understeering like a bus. And we've got a little bit of ERS to try and defend from Nico Hulkenberg. Going to put it into high. Oh, he's not going to be able to hold it. I've got the inside line and we're going to go deep into turn 1, so we can't do anything about that. He backs out of it suitably though. So we've got this lap and the next lap to try and fend off these 2 Renaults. This could be an exciting end to the race as we run deep. Come on. We're on the curb and it's making us struggle for a little bit of grip there. And this is where we're going to come under threat from the Renaults. Okay, engineer, shut up. How do I shut Jeff up? He's really irritating me. It looks like they're going to be getting in a battle of their own, which is very stupid because Sainz is coming through on him there. So look at them. They're so far behind, battling side by side. These Renaults are so stupid. I'm going to turn the deployment right down and then I'm going to whack it into hot lap mode or something for the final lap. So come on to the final lap then, struggling around this last section. You can see Hulkenberg is back ahead of Sainz, so they're losing so much time battling it out together. So I'm going to put the deployment into high, see what we can do. We're on the final lap. Let's see if we can bring it home then. So here we go, we've got it in overtake mode to try and keep them at bay, but they're too busy battling. They've missed out on an opportunity here, and as you can see, the Ferrari of Kimi Raikkonen has nicked that position for Fernando Alonso just ahead. And it looks like we might be able to bring home another good result, despite some cautions coming into this Grand Prix. Being a little bit down on pace in qualifying. But we've managed to have a good race overall, but it's not over yet. We've still got to get this car to the end of the track. Well, the end of the race, I should say, really. But Hulkenberg and Sainz battling out behind each other now. Now they're fighting for the best Renault. So Sebastian Vettel takes the win as we're struggling around this last sector. Look at the tyres, 36%. There's not a lot of grip out there. But we've only got the last sector to navigate, and I haven't been able to get a quick last sector together all race. See this, look how deep we're running there, but it doesn't matter. We're going to bring the car home for 8th place. What a result that is out of this bit of a struggle this weekend. Right, so as you can see here are the race results, and it's going to make the standings pretty interesting. Fernando Alonso has had a good race this weekend, so let's take a look at the standings. And Vettel leading the way again, winning again. He's won every race apart from the one where he DNF'd. Fernando Alonso moves up to 9th in the championship. We are still 7th, so the Haas of Magnussen didn't have a great race. Look at the constructors then, we are still in 4th place. So this has been a very successful start to this career mode. I'm really proud of how we've been able to do at the start of this season, this first season of career mode on F1 2018. So that has been it for this episode. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and do subscribe for more F1 2018 career mode and other F1 2018 videos. So for now, we will see you in the next episode, which will be Austria, where we should be having some nice upgrades coming our way.